Good morning, everyone. A little late today, but doesn't seem like nothing much is moving. Morning, Daniel. On a little late today. Got my vaccine shot yesterday, and my arm was sore, so I just stayed in bed a little bit. Vtvt. It looks like there's probably going to be a 5-minute correction towards 332. I think the 5-minute correction is going to be tricky. I don't think it's going to be a smooth thing. I'll probably just wait for the 5-minute correction, or after it consolidates a little longer here, and then corrects to the 15-minute chart, which is around 320. I think it's probably got to consolidate around here. And then maybe we can get a short later. Right now, I think that 41 was a trigger, but it looks so tricky. Yeah, I don't think it's time yet. The 15-minute chart is extended though. So yeah, the 15-minute chart is a little bit extended. I'm gonna wait till the 5-minute gets a correction. Something like this. I'm stuck gonna be for another like 10-15 minutes. I'll keep an eye on it though. See what else is moving. So this MFNC looks very interesting, but I don't know. It looks like it has like weird action going on. So I think this is going to correct to the 5-minute chart, which is at 335, 334. Or just going to consolidate. The 5-minute chart is going to slowly catch up. and then it might flag actually to go higher. But I'll probably look to short it once the 5-minute chart gives an inverted cup and handle. So I'm something like this. It's gonna be like in 10 minutes. Hey Shotgun. NVAX, let me check that out. Just by looking at the daily chart, it looks pretty weak. On IDEX. Like 350 is resistance. This 350 level. It might get a little small bounce here, but I don't see much going on this IDEX. It's probably gonna take some time before it goes higher. It already attempted the flag break here, but didn't go much. So I think this could go back down to like below $2 in the future. Probably something like that. NVCR might be like a fader. It looks a little bit too extended right now on the downside to short it. Oh wait, this is $195 stock. For some reason I thought it was, wow, it's at 48%. Yeah. I'm gonna trade that one. Oh well. So VTVT, so there's the 5-minute test. So that 341 was the break for the 5-minute test. I didn't take it because it didn't look like there was a lot of reward on the downside. It's probably gonna bounce here. This is where the 5-minute chart is. 5-minute 90 EMA. If it could bounce here and create a lower high here, we'll see it go back to 315. So the 341 target 330.32 would be the target. If you took the reversal there, it's like 7 cents for 11-cent target. So it's, I don't know, not the best. That's why I didn't take it. But if this sets up later, lower high, we can probably see 320s, 318s. Again, entry on the long side, not right now. Yeah, for day trade, yeah, right now it's too high. It's not time for a day trade for this one yet. If you're buying, it has room to pull back to like 310s, and you know, in a bit. Looks like it's really weak. It's probably gonna pull back right now. It's extended. I was hoping for a correction, so it'll give us an entry later. Yeah, I'm just looking at this charts. I don't see like anything attractive on the long side that I would take. Oh, Apha, APHA is extended. Oh, it has SSR on, had a huge gap down yesterday. Oh, it reported earnings missed by 299%. APHA is just straight up right now. I'm stalking it for a 5-minute reversal. That's high of day break.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
I'm going to go back to Apha. So I think APHA will give us a short soon, but it's going to get tricky to enter because it has SSR is on, as well as we might get this gap fill. So this candle is a bullish engulfing candle. So it engulfs this candle right now. That's pretty bearish. You can probably get a retest on that gap down area 1569. But I don't know, I feel like it's extended on the 1 minute chart. It might get a correction soon to the 15-minute or to the 5-minute chart at least. So you get some big volume there on this high day break on the 15, so might get a signal soon. So 1491 is that spot here. If it consolidates like one or two candles here and breaks 1491, I'll probably try it short. The 5-minute chart, it's at 1462. So he gives one more candle. So this candle is closed. Okay, so alright, so no lower high. So it's gonna probably go higher now. No lower high there. So it's looking for a lower high. For short. Didn't give us a lower high there, so just avoid. It's gonna continue trending. I'll keep that on the side. Let's see what else. MFNC. So this is easy to borrow. The 15-minute chart. I feel like we need to see a fail flag here for short. Looks like it is creating a symmetrical triangle right now. So it's gonna make a move pretty soon. Alright, go back to APHA. Looks like it got a little weaker there. With the 5 minutes slowly catching up, it's at 1469. Hmm. 1487, and is this low? So let's see if we could put a lower high. Yeah, with each consolidation, the 5 minutes gonna slowly catch up. So it would need to get a lower high in the next 2 minutes. And then the break of this 1487, I'll probably take a stab at it. Yeah, but it might not go far. The last time I tried to test the 5-minute chart, it didn't get a full test. But it did touch the hourly. So if this puts a lower high here, it's going to be a 9-cent risk, 14.96. So 14.96 stop, 14.87 break, target at 14.69. Let's see. There's SSR, so I have to probably try to take it a little early to get in. So 14.96 is going to be the stop. So I'm going to try to enter here. So I got 300 shares. I didn't get filled my 500 shares, but all right, so I have 797 shares, 88 average. I'm gonna try to add a little bit more. I want an even number. All right, so I got 1,000 shares. At 87 average. So my target is around this 1470 area. It's gonna be my target. But I'm gonna watch, you know, how it reacts, because the last time it broke down, it didn't really get a full test on the 5-minute chart. So my final stop is at 14.96, which is going to be like a roughly $100 loss if I take it. So right now it broke down. It might get a 14.90 retest and then go lower. We'll see how it does here. But I'll probably start taking profits once it breaks 1480s. All right, so 1480s on 1480. I'm gonna have some order at 1477s. All right, so I took 300 there. Roughly 495 shares there at 1478. I'm just down 505 shares. So the full 5-minute test is going to be at 1460s, below 70s. So 1469. All right, so if I can take some off here, 1473, 200 shares. So 300 shares left. And I'll take the rest off when it breaks 1469. So to grab another one there at 1471. Just 100 shares. All right, so pretty much my target is reached. I'm just gonna take it off. Oh wait, I accidentally hit it long there. So I accidentally misordered in long, and I just took it off. I'm flat now. Pretty much just took it off break even. I misclick. But we should see a bounce here. So this was the 1-minute correction on the inverted cup and handle right here. Took that short. The 5-minute retest, we might see a bounce. And then maybe you can short later here. So that was a $126 win on APHA. So it might fade lower, but I think there's going to be a bounce. So the next target is 14, around 1430 area. But we probably get a bounce here. Hopefully it gives us a bounce so we get another entry. So while this is kind of playing out, probably look for some other stocks. So MFNC broke out of the downtrend, broke out of the triangle here. The hourly's at 1920s. VTVT had a possible short here on the 1 minute reversal to the 5 minute, little bounce, and then you got a 5 minute reversal to the 15 minute. Now it's bouncing on the 15 minute chart. So I might get a little bounce and then maybe get a retest at $3 later. WIMI is getting extended. Might see a 632 soon. The 643 break. That's a 5-cent risk here, but it looks like a little extended, but it's gonna be a 5 cent to make 8 cents. Right, not too bad. Let's see, I should debating if I should take this 643 break. So there's a 643 break. But I felt like it's a little extended. I think it needed one more candle. So that was the potential inverted cup and handle here as well. I feel like it might went a little too early, but I think that probably would have worked there. 2 635s. I think if it had one more candle, like consolidate 2 candles and then break, it'll look a little better. So what else is moving? BTU. BTU looks like 15 minutes extended. I might actually take a stab at this short risk 362. it's gonna be like a 2-penny risk. It kind of broke here already. 361. Target is 353. 361 broke. Alright, 360 broke momentarily. Wait, what is this? 360. Yeah, I'm gonna take a stab at this short. Probably gonna just risk $30. If 362 break, I'm gonna just stop out. So I'm short 1,500 shares. Oh, so I added I got a bad fill there. I tried to get the 360s, but I got the 1,500 shares from 359s. But looks like it's breaking down, so I have 3,000 shares short at 359.67 average. A target is 353. VWAP is at 356. So I have to be careful on VWAP here. But if it breaks VWAP, the target is 356 or 353s. So there's the VWAP test. So depending on how it reacts, I'm probably gonna downsize. So stalling on VWAP here. It might get a retest of 360 before going lower. But here's a 356. So the reason why I shorted this was, if you look at the 5-minute chart, you can see a already cup and handle forming. I took that short there. And the 15-minute chart is extended. The 5-minute 90 EMAs or 15-minute 90 EMAs down here, 352. So this is going to be a correction to the downside. Right now it's on VWAP. So I'm probably going to take some off here at VWAP just in case it bounces 1,000 shares. Because it could bounce at break. The other thing you can do is probably retest 360 and then go lower. So I got filled at 357 for 1,000 shares. I'm holding 2,000 shares. I'm gonna grab 500 shares off at 356, and 354 and 352s. Here it goes there. So I just have orders out in case it fills me there. All right, so I filled 500 shares at 356. So I have another order at 354, 500 shares to cover. So I'm still in 1500 shares here. You can see my positions on the top. So it filled 500 shares there at 354. The rest of my shares is at 353s and 352s. So this is waiting for it to fill. So the 5-minute, 15-minute chart is pretty much tested now. You pull the 15-minute chart up. You can see this candle, the wick pretty much pulls back to the 15-minute 90 MA trend. So probably see a bounce here. On my last 1,000 shares. So I think what I'm gonna do is see if my order gets filled here. If it doesn't, if it breaks 357, I'm probably gonna take it off. Or 350s, yeah. Yeah, so pretty much it's tested now. So it might get a big push back up to 360. But I'm okay with taking my profits if 356 starts to push back up. It looks pretty weak. So 353, I'm waiting for a fill here. If that breaks, So I'm gonna probably take it off here, 355. I'm happy with that trade. So BTU. So I'm all out there at 355. You can see it's pushing back up a little bit. So BTU was a 5-minute inverted cup and handle. You can see that bigger cup and handle there. I look for this 360 break. You can see lower highs here and then lower highs. You can see that the inverted cup and handle, a smaller one. Took that 360 break, got filled like 359s as well. And pretty much just trail it back to the 15-minute chart, which is on it right now. So I might get a little bounce. That's why I cover. Again, I just had a play on the short side. Right now I don't see any long plays, but I'll keep you posted if I do see one. But I'm probably gonna stream for another like 10-15 minutes, see if anything else is moving, and then I'll probably have to hop off. So good covers there. It's gonna have a little pushback up on the 15-minute bounce there. But there was an inverted cup and handle here. Took that short at 360 for the correction on the 52-minute chart to 353s. It had the correction, now it's bouncing. So we can look for another re-entry if it consolidates for 15-30 minutes and sets up a bigger cup and handle on the 15-minute chart. So you pull the 15-minute chart, now you have this correction already in place. So you're gonna look for two 15-minute candles to form a lower high, and then this could be the inverted cup and handle on the 15-minute chart, which breaks down to the hourly correction, which is at 345. So that'll be later, and it's gonna be like towards the end of the day, but we just have to wait for that signal. I'll just keep an eye on it. But that's the reason I cover there. I can see it's bouncing. So that was a $125 win there on PTU. Let's see what else is moving. So MFNC looks, a little interesting. You're getting lower highs. You might, if you really want to trade, then you could probably go small on this MFNC. But the only thing is the hourly is kind of far away. So you might see a correction back down to the hourly. But right now it's holding the 15-minute trend. So if it does kind of move on this 15-minute break, you can see this 15-minute chart is hugging this 15-minute trend, so you might get a leg up. I would put your stop here if you want to do a day trade. Put your stop at $19.99, just below this $20. And then depending on your risk level, you could buy. Okay, so there's the break. Might be a little too late, but yeah. This was the spot to buy here at 2050s, risking $20 if you want to do a day trade. That was the spot. And potentially you can go to 22. It'll probably do a break towards 22, maybe do a little lower high or higher low here, and then breaks 22 later. But yeah, the spot to buy was this 2060 area. Stop at 20 below this prior low. That'd be your risk. And it'll probably be like a 40, like 30 minutes to an hour and a half hold. But you got rejected there pretty harshly, so I would be careful as well, because the hourly is extended. It might be a fake breakout, so careful. Yeah. Is that my typical setup because the hourly is extended on this late part of the morning? So I could set up like a short later, but that was a spot to buy if you wanted to take a small chance there. VTVT is bouncing. Yeah, LYL. It had like these higher high pushes, higher lows, and a trendline break. It would have been a nice spot to enter there. So fell flag. You can short, risking higher days. But then didn't have any borrows. VTVT is bouncing on the 15-minute chart. Had a flag. Yeah. So VTVT, this is the 15-minute flag break. You look at the 15-minute chart. Bounce right off it, and then here's the first 15-minute to create a new high. So that's a spot to buy if you want to long it. LP at 332 break, risking 320, 324. So it's a 10% risk roughly. Not bad. It has moved at least 1 R already. So this is your risk and this is your reward. You got at least a 1-to-1 ratio. But yeah, this is the 15-minute break. I think which isn't so bad, but I just don't like that hourly chart. But we could probably watch it for a short later. Yeah, Shagun. I mentioned those 2 spots to day trade if you want to take a small risk. I think Vtvt was a spot. It's a little too late now, but like if you have a charting platform, then you could look for like this type of flag platform, where like the prior low is pretty tight, so you can risk, and you could buy that flag break. So this is like the 332 break, risking 324. So it's going to be like an 8 cent risk, and then this break can continue on. You can take profits along the way here. So that's one idea, and the other one was what was the other one? The other one was on this MFNC. Kind of similar idea. Broke this flag. You can risk, pretty small. Went up a little bit, but it looks like it's gonna fail. So this looks like a fail follow through. So for me, I'm probably gonna look for a short on this one. So yeah, I would avoid this if you're looking to trade it long. This was pretty much a flag break and it failed, so usually that's a pretty bearish signal. There's a fail flag here. Let's see. So there'll be a 2033 short, 2060. But looks okay. It's too spready for me. I'm just gonna avoid that. This looks extended here, but it's pretty high price. So that's 70 cents. All right, so if this lower high forms, I don't know, it's high institutional, I think, for this stock. Alright, so if this doesn't go anywhere, I'm gonna take grab this short. This is gonna be the attempted flag here. I'm going to get started here, 100 shares. I'm risking 69.87. Add a few more there. So it needs to break 69.59. So target is around 69 whole dollar. Right now I'm only risking like $40 or so if it breaks 87. So I'll add more if it continue to shows weakness on this level too. But I'm taking a stop at 69.87 ish towards like $70. So add a few more there. 300 shares now. The reason I'm short bias because it had this flag break and it failed. So I'm just gonna attack this short and then just risking this 69.87 level. So right now, if it stops me out, it's gonna be a $60 risk. But I'm probably gonna continue adding more since there still looks like a long way down. Not $500. I mean 500 short. 67 average. So I'm risking like $100 now. If I fully stop out of these highs. So I'm looking for a crack here on the 59 area. I might actually give another bounce But if this bounce actually, stop me out, I'm gonna take that stop. If we get to a lower high, then I'll probably add more, risking that lower high for little ads. But it looks weak right now. It's probably gonna be my last trade after this. The 15-minute chart is extended, so I'm looking for this pullback to 69. The 5-minute chart somewhat give an inverted cup and handle here. Let's see, what's the float? So here's the attempted high or lower high. Let's see what it does. So far, I give a lower high at 677. So 42% ownership, institutional ownership. So that's pretty high. So probably have to be careful if it does some funny stuff. But I'm expecting it to go back down to 69 for this 15-minute 90 EMA test. It's probably going to be closer to 69.05. So these lows were 69.53, so let's see how it reacts here. So from this low here, this high, I could downsize if it goes above this and then stop out the rest around 69.87. So there's going to be some stop here and some stop here to minimize my risk. But it looks like it's going lower right now. So it's going to continue to hold. So the 69.53, this 50 break should give a nice wash back down to 69. I'm still holding my full position. Just gonna see how it reacts to this level before taking anything. So, alright. So this is the second attempt of the flag. If this actually goes, then I have to downsize. So potential foul flag again. Yeah, I think 169.50 break, this is probably gonna give up. But I have to be extra careful because this could just like squeeze anytime. So this has 40% institutional ownership. Alright, so I have to stop out some shares. So I downsize there to just 300 shares. I probably take a full stop at either at the 69.87. If it goes higher here, I'll probably take a stop. So 69.90 break. I'm definitely taking my stop there on the rest. So I downsized a little bit there on this little push. So I'm just at 300 shares. Yeah, if it doesn't fully break down here, I'm gonna probably just take it off since it probably get a small squeeze. All right, so I took it off there. Took it off at 29 or 69.80 on the rest. So it's a $73 loss on RILY. It was the attempted 5-minute reversal here. Didn't exactly break down the 69.53 level. I was expecting a 69 retest, but it looks like it's going to flag off this 5-minute chart and go higher. So it's a $73 loss. It's getting late in the morning here, and I'm gonna sign off. So just to recap my trades today. So I took 3 trades. I took a short on APHA for $126 win, BTU short for $125 win, and then just right now a loss of $73 on RILY. So up a total of 178 this morning, and yeah, I'm gonna call it for this morning session. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys on the end of day trade recap or tomorrow morning. All right, see ya. Bye. Thank you.